What up, gang? Yeah. Yeah. I just woke up. I just found a dryer sheet in my hoodie. So that's cool. Like literally I was going to pull my necklace out and I just found it. What? Oh, I think I know the problem. Hold on. Well, nobody saw Keeg. Um, try to drink a water bottle with the cap still on. Say something?
All right,
There we
all
go.
right, all
There we go.
right. Okay.
There. Now we should be
Nobody,
good.
nobody saw that. Nobody saw it. Nobody heard. Nothing.
Mm-mm. What up,
Guys,
though?
we're back. My favorite day of the week, aside from also the day that I get off work.
It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, happy belated Valentine's Day, everybody.
I was thinking about doing some Valentine's Day stuff, but didn't end up doing it. So the next holiday I think is St. Patrick's Day. Is that true?
When is
Did I
that
make that up?
March?
It's in March, I think.
What do we
Is there another
consider
Valentine's Day?
holidays? There's a lot
Something
of
that's on the
things.
calendar. I don't know.
Tomorrow's President's Day. Happy early President's Day, I guess.
Do people
Um,
go to school on President's Day or
uh, I think so.
oh, guys, it's picture this. I'm gonna set the scene. It's 10:07 p.m. All right, February 15th today, an hour ago. And I
Okay.
text Tab. What I'll give you verbatim. I said,
Genuinely, I don't think I read them.
uh okay. You didn't even read them.
No.
Okay. So, so I said to Tab because I was geeked out. I said, "Hey, I'm going to be able to see chat better today because I set my second monitor up finally. So I don't have to look at my phone." And I don't get an answer. And I'm like, that's fair. People are busy, right? No harm, no foul. 10:30 comes around. SpongeBob moment. Where's Tab at? We got to stream. We didn't talk about.
Shoo.
Usually we
Me, me,
talk
me, me,
about
me, me,
what's going
me.
on. Usually we talk about what is gonna go on during stream. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Um,
I say, Tab, are you alive? No response. I pull up my phone. I accidentally FaceTime Tab. Now, uh, I try and not FaceTime people if I don't know like what's going on. I usually just do a phone call. But I fat fingered my damn phone, so I FaceTime Tab. I didn't get anything back. I immediately hung that shit up. But then I texted. I was like, "Huh, Tab ain't awake." And 10:43 comes around. I ring 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 ring. Bert 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 Bert. Nothing. Curtains. I'm sitting here. I get a text at 10:46, 14 minutes before stream. Tab responds to three of my messages and says, "Fire." And I'm sitting here. I'm like, this bitch was dead asleep, brother. There is no way. And if my alarm, I almost didn't wake up from my alarm.
Bro.
So perks of working third shift, perks of being busy all the time. But we're here, and that's the you're caught up to speed now.
Yeah, I woke up quite literally maybe 30 minutes ago. Maybe 30 minutes ago. I was knocked out. I woke up at like 8, almost threw up, and I was like, nah, I'm going back to bed. Went straight back to bed. I heard that, I woke up to that last phone call.
Oh, I'm
I
so glad.
declined it, I'll be honest with you.
I imagine so. It was just to wake you up.
I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit. I immediately jumped up, fire, came and turned my computer on, and then went and put on some
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah. You were dead asleep. I'm glad I called
Yeah,
because
I would
I
have been out.
we almost only use Discord. So when we call each other, it's like it's not like weird, but it's like like we just don't
This means
we just
something.
yeah. It's that's like hey, I need you to come pick me up, or like bitch, where are you at?
Hey, I'm in deep trouble, or hey, something's going on right now and you need to wake up immediately.
That's right. You are one of I think four people in all of my contact list on my phone though that calls will go through on Do Not Disturb.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know who I
Um,
have set up for that. I'll be real.
I didn't remember setting that up, but it makes sense.
Checks out,
Um,
just in case.
what uh did you did our intro last time, huh?
Mm-hmm. Also, let
Where
me
we at,
just
guys?
say hello to everybody. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Bone Dragon. What up, gang? I'll gain energy. Uh,
You forgot about
eventually. And Cam.
Cowboy Venom.
Yeah.
You forgot.
Well, he's
So
in front of me. So,
what president are you going to be dressing up as next stream?
what president? I mean, that's
Hmm.
but tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah,
Abraham Lincoln. I think he's in my family somehow.
I was going to say Barack Obama because I thought that he was a fun guy, and then I realized that that would be problematic. So
You can just
I'm gonna
shave your
strike.
head and put on a name
That's
tag.
true.
And that's that's the extent, probably.
Yeah, that's where that would stop.
Yeah.
So not Obama. I would pick George Washington.
And see, I
I'm gonna
was
do
gonna
George
say
Washington.
him, but I don't think I can do the wooden teeth.
I probably
I
wouldn't
think
do the wooden teeth.
that's a rumor, isn't it? Does he actually have wooden teeth, or is that just like an old
I
folklore?
anything about Epstein Island. Oh boy, dude, there's a lot. I sent you the site. There's a website where you can go through the Epstein files, like it's Google or like a Gmail. Let me see if I can find that real quick
Ivory. He actually had
because
ivory teeth. They just looked like wood.
oh,
I
they
know a
didn't
little
invent
bit about Epstein
toothpaste.
Island. The dentist room is really weird. I have looked through that like link that makes it looks like you're actually reading through his like Gmails and shit. And they're like
I'm gonna pin it in chat.
he got a
Well, I'm
lot
not gonna
of
pin it, but it's pretty cool.
he got a lot of spam. I'll be honest, bro. Signed up for a lot of newsletters. And like
Yeah, there's no way he
for
was
what
looking at.
reason?
I don't even know. I don't know how he had that much time to like. There's so many emails. Like, bro lived on his phone like it was Twitter.
Yeah.
Uh, but guys, we are. Is this 7? This makes episode 7.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, and let me tell you, um, I have to download the last VOD.
I was just about to check
uh,
that.
yeah, that was my fart. Okay, sorry, we're a little dysfunctional. We are waking up.
At
I
least
think
I'm
I
alive.
am ready to get things going though. This is 7, lucky number 7 or 6. No,
It should
one,
be
two, three, four,
7.
5, 6, 7.
I think we're missing 5 and 6 from the drive.
I
Shoo, me,
I
me, me,
have
me,
them all.
me.
Okay. Well, guys, give me 3 seconds, and we're gonna get this started. Boom,
We
bam,
got.
ba.
It looks like we got 2 stories today. Ooh.
Okay. Sorry that it took us 20 minutes to get everything ready. We were dead asleep. Um. Okay. So
We do not play the games anymore. No, those are gonna be separate streams. I think we started that
that one.
last stream. I want to say. We just realized
We
it
did
took
that.
too much time.
Yeah, we did that to give people time to get in here, and I realized that it was I mean it was fun. We had fun doing it, but it it meant that we were streaming for like 3 hours and only like 30% of it is useful footage. So
And it made it harder on the editor as well to like cut that out. I mean, granted, all they had to do was cut it out, but trying to be
um
make things as straightforward as possible.
I think it is time.
It's time. Okay, slay.
Cool. Welcome back to Midnight Oil. This is episode 6 or 7. I don't remember. We're pretty sure it's 7. But today we are obviously reading some of your stories, as always. If you want to submit your story so we can go over it, you can send it to our email at midnightoilentertainment@gmail.com, or you can use the little link, which is essentially everywhere that you can listen or watch this. So today is the day after Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We have President's Day coming up soon. And we are going to get started here. And I think I'm going to read.
Yippee! Yippee! I
Uh,
I'm Tab. This
mhm.
is Keeg. By the way,
Oh,
hey.
yeah. Guys, everyone laugh at me wherever you're watching this. I we low key woke up too late and it's on us. So forgive me.
Hey.
Let me put my eyeballs on.
Gotta get
Ah,
your readers on.
yeah, 'twas the night before Christmas.
The highlighted one is the one.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
So this was actually sent to us today by an anonymous user. All right, you are working with the same information we're working with. Uh, they said when I was younger, I used to have play dates at my cousin's house. Their house was small, but they had a big backyard with a swing set, a pool, and a trampoline. So we spent most of our time playing outside. I would too if I had a trampoline and a pool, so I
Same.
get it.
Yeah.
Um, the swing set faced the back door of the house, which had a glass storm door. From the swings, you could see through the back door into part of the kitchen and the door to the basement stairs. You could just see it all. One day, as we were yapping on the swings, we saw a tall, older man walk from the kitchen to the back door. He stopped to watch us through the storm door. He had a long brown trench coat with a plaid shirt underneath. I thought that was weird because it was hot outside. That's why you thought it was weird? Not because there was a dude just walking around in a. Okay.
I mean,
I mean, hey, I asked my cousins who it was, and they both said they didn't recognize him. We went back to playing as he continued to stare. After a few minutes, he turned towards the basement door and walked through the closed door down into the basement. He walked through the closed door. Whoa, that's
whoa.
creepy. Yeah, that, I don't like that. We all looked at each other like, did you see that? A few months later, their house caught on fire. Nobody was hurt, and they only had to move out for a few months while everything was getting fixed. But while they were waiting for the house to get fixed, I found out the fire started in the basement. I've always wondered if the ghost man started the fire, and I still don't want to go anywhere near their kitchen or basement if I'm inside their house.
What the hell?
Whoa! No, that's crazy.
I wonder if, bro, that's crazy. Oh my god.
I wonder if because I don't know many stories of ghosts setting fires. I watched recently maybe a couple months ago the movie Carrie, I think it was.
Oh, okay,
Um
yeah.
it's an older movie, so spoiler alert if you want to watch Carrie, I'm going to spoil a couple things. Number 1, it's a fantastic movie in my opinion. But I don't have a good frame of reference on what a good horror movie is, so don't take that uh, too literally. But at the end of the movie, the house is set on fire, and someone reaches through the rubble, and it was spooky. And that's the only situation that I can think of that a ghost semi caused a fire.
I feel like a ghost could totally cause a fire. I feel like.
Maybe if there's like a candle around. I don't know. Are they just like toot toot? Like what do they? What do they
Well,
do?
hold on, let me Google it. How can a
Toot toot
ghost
toot.
start a fire? Fires caused by ghosts. Is this website gonna give me a virus?
Yes. If you have to ask that, yes.
Um.
Because I
Okay,
can't
that doesn't really
imagine
explain.
without a like open heat source. I don't know how they would start a fire. Maybe an electrical fire. I could see that maybe.
They
I
broke
could
some
see an
wires
electrical
in
fire.
there.
Yeah.
The ghost took
Yeah, I mean
some
yeah,
scissors
maybe it
and
wasn't a
severed some
ghost.
wires. Maybe it was
Maybe it wasn't a
a
ghost.
demon. Or maybe
Yeah, I mean, as kids, you don't probably know exactly what it was.
What else could we call it? It could have been an
But I mean,
alien, a time
I feel like
traveler, even. Possibilities are
the time
endless.
travel agent. Yeah, but why would a time traveler come and burn down a house? That house specifically.
Maybe, okay, maybe. Because like they were kids, right? So maybe the parents didn't share the full story, okay? And maybe there was like asbestos in the basement or something. And so they're like, we gotta get rid of this, we gotta
We
get
need
rid
this
of this
insurance check
basement.
now.
We
We
gotta
need
get rid
that
of the basement
insurance
and
check.
everybody's gonna die.
Well, I'm glad that they are okay. The house didn't fully burn down, unless it should have. But like
Oh, I mean,
I
it says
I
it got fixed, and they only had to live, for a few months out of it. So at least
am
they got to move back in.
am I dumb to when I think of ghosts, my brain, because I grew up on Harry Potter, goes to like those like bluish white like figures. I didn't know that they could like have color. Like when it said brown trench coat, I was like, huh, a ghost with a brown trench coat?
I feel like
Because at what
most.
point
At what point?
at what point would you not think it's a ghost anymore? Because if I just saw a dude in a brown trench coat, I wouldn't be like, that's a ghost. I'd be like,
Well,
there's a dude in my house.
yeah, I think that's the whole thing. I want to say I could be wrong about this, but I think people see ghosts differently. Like each person that has seen a ghost see them
Hmm.
differently. But I think most of the time, they do kind of just look like regular people. So it's kind of hard to
Interesting.
tell unless they're wearing period specific clothing, or maybe you have a certain vibe when you see this ghost.
Or I guess if you saw like great granny like roaming around, you're
Yeah.
probably not gonna be like, yeah, granny's back.
Oh my god, Granny, you rose. You rose from the dead. Welcome back, Graham Graham.
Actually came back from ashes. Like, yeah, I guess it would depend on the ghost. Because there's different types of ghosts. Guys,
Yeah.
there's a game called Phasmophobia that Tab has gotten me into from time to time, and I'm super into it. But I feel like I haven't played the game enough, and Tab has played it too much. So when we sit down and play it, it's like
I can
I'm
solve it
not actually doing anything.
almost instantly. Like I know the little tricks.
Yeah,
A
yeah, Tab
wraith
knows
doesn't
everything.
leave footprints because they float. So if you put salt down and you don't get footprints for the whole damn game, it's a wraith. If you're not
Which, by
getting
the way,
any activity, it's a shade.
if I thought all ghosts could fly, so I may not just I just am not qualified to be here. I think
I
I didn't.
also
I thought they
fear
could all fly.
contemporary ghosts. 20-year
A
old.
20-year-old cyber goth raver girl ghost would be insane, guys. If I saw that, I would be tweaking out.
Maybe
If
they
some
do and they just think that they're alive. Oh
true, and
my
that's why
god.
that's why they get emo.
Oh my god. A 20-year-old
I call
cybergoth raver girl just broke into my home. I'm gonna call the police. The police get there. We don't see any sign of, forced entry here. Are you sure you're not insane? And then the
Do you take any
person
medication?
decides to go and become the cybergoth raver girl.
Yeah, that's a spooky story. I won't lie. If I saw a dude in a trench coat and then my house caught on fire, I'd be like losing my shit. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, let it burn. Actually,
Yeah, I actually we're moving out, by
yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
We're taking the insurance check and relocating.
Very that. We do have another story though.
Yeah. Do we want to
Um,
go over another story?
yeah, I can go ahead and read that one.
Go for it.
So this one is actually like somewhat of a semi continuation from probably 2, 3 episodes ago. Where Anonymous submitted a story about their house. So let's get into it. I already told you about the house we used to live in when I was young and the boy in my closet. Here's another story from that house. My sister is highly allergic to bees. When we moved into this house, we found out that there is a hornet nest between the mesh window and the glass window in my room. As long as I didn't open my window, it would be fine. So Dad added it to the list of things that needed to happen soon. One night, we were all in the living room watching TV. Suddenly, we noticed a hornet flying down the stairs from my room. I noticed something weird though. The hornet wasn't flying. It looked like something invisible was carrying it down the stairs. When it got to the bottom, it suddenly dropped to the floor, and Dad stepped on it. I went upstairs and we saw my window wide open. Bro, I would shit my
Man,
pants, genuinely.
nope, nope.
Mom slammed the window shut, and Dad went and got hornet spray the next day. I still can't get the weirdness of this hornet coming down the stairs out of my head. That's cr- that that's crazy.
I wonder.
Was it I'm assuming it looked some hold on, let me find something that could resemble a hornet. I've never okay, also just as a general answer if anybody knows, do so is a bee allergy transferable so like you're also allergic to like hornets and wasps? Or is it just bees and hornets? Or is it anything that stings? Would a scorpion be on that list? I'm just curious. I'm curious about that.
Hmm,
But the hornet, right? So it was
I think it's
like
any flying thing with venom.
so instead of, like a normal hornet, if you could see it in my camera, which you can't, you'll have to watch on the stream. But so say this was a hornet, okay?
Hmm.
This is how a hornet would probably fly. You know what I mean? They're kind of crazy. Um, but this is how I'm imagining it coming down the stairs. Bro was taking the stairs fully, step by step.
Bro, you thought he was strutting his stuff down the stairs?
I mean, he was, the little. It's the bee, the venom in the creature, the bee hornet family, not just bees. Oh, okay. Hmm. I didn't know because like I've been stung by wasps before, but I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee.
I've never been stung.
So
I've
I
always run away
don't
from them.
know if I'm allergic
Those-
to bees. And I also never got close enough to a hornet to find out about that. That's crazy though. I feel like
let me read some like one of the. Let me hold on. So their sister is highly allergic to bees,
mm-hmm.
and they found out that there's a hornet nest between the mesh window. So like when you open and close the window, it's like in there, like
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so seeing a hornet fly down the stairs from the room, would be terrifying, I think.
Yeah.
You'd be like, they have breached my only line of security.
Mm-hmm.
This hornet has pushed past and broken the laws of physics because I don't think they get into small spaces like that. Unless I'm
Whoa.
wrong. Oh,
So
but like,
like
you know
the
how
window
like
was
ants.
open.
Yeah, but I thought the mesh, like it was. Well, I guess if it's in between the glass and the mesh, yeah, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah. You open the mesh, the hornets go outside. You open the window, the hornets
Uh
come inside.
I was thinking about you know how like ants or whatever can like get through wherever they just
Yeah.
kind of do what they want. I thought that's what happened. I thought they went through the mesh, but the mesh
No.
was.
Now a ghost opened the window, Key. Get with it.
Wait, no, the hornet had to have go through the mesh still.
Well, there was probably a hole in the mesh, yeah.
That would make more
In
sense.
theory, yeah.
I'm, I'm like theory crafting how these fucking hornets got here.
There's a lot of things that can damage mesh. A rogue, um, a rogue rock from a lawnmower puts a hole in your
Mm,
mesh. Potentially a hole in your window. Hail also damages meth.
meth.
You know what? I'm having a hard time today. I've realized recently that when I try to plan out my thoughts, I can't talk coherently. So.
Um, yeah, no, I it dropped to the floor and Dad stepped on it. Yeah, I don't like bugs.
Yeah.
Uh, this this place it gets like silverfish.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like them. I found, guys, small detour. I'm so sorry. A silverfish, I kid you not, like this big, just up in the corner of the
Yuck.
wall. And let me tell you, it felt like I woke up to a sleep paralysis demon. Yeah, it didn't like that. There's also a video on YouTube. I have to link it. I'm sorry. It has to be done. Uh, not very tough. I think I showed this to you. Basically, it's an advertisement for this company uh called ESG Glass, and they go through different glasses from not their company and from their company. And at the end of each one, it says not very tough. And you would think, oh, yeah, if you throw a rock through a window and you only have to throw one rock, that glass probably isn't very tough. There are multiple videos, like multiple, like it's like a 10-minute video or something. There are multiple windows, like glass panes, that they are like smashing with a hammer. They get a mallet out, like they're going at this thing, and then like 3 minutes later, it says not very tough. I'm like, brother, if it takes 5 minutes to get through a window, it's fucking tough. That's a tough window. It's glass. That's a tough window.
Yeah, I would say so.
We we're gonna have to link that video. It's so good. I send it to people because it was one of the, like how you just vibe it out with people and you're going on YouTube or whatever, and you're watching like ants fight each other, and and this might just be a me thing, but that came up. This was like 8 years ago at this point, 7, 8 years ago that I watched this video for the first time. And dude, I was just laughing uncontrollably the first time I watched it. I wish It's a YouTube video that I wish I could watch for the first time again. Believe it or not,
That's
it's
crazy.
just an advertisement. It's just an ad for the glass.
I feel like they do that with a lot of ads though. Specifically screen protectors. Like they'll drop
Yeah,
like they'll take a hammer and just go absolutely ham on a phone and they're like, "Oh, look, this screen protector broke and the screen under it broke." And then they'll hit theirs with the hammer like maybe once or
yeah.
twice. And they're like, "Oh, look, our screen protector's fine. The glass under ours, fine." Yeah,
Which I need
okay.
one. I need a screen protector on my phone.
I've survived without one.
I I remember breaking mine for the first time and I was devastated. And then I had to get a new phone and that was not fun.
Mine has
Yeah, not very
survived.
tough.
Not very tough. That's crazy.
Guys, if you want to submit your stories, we will talk about them and read them. Uh, as I said earlier, you can find that link for the submission anywhere that you are listening or watching the podcast. Also, join the Discord because we are going to start doing some more stuff and we're going to be drum roll please. Insert drum noises. um we're gonna start finally posting some of our shorts that we have. Our editor, bless our editor, bro, because we do not have time to edit stuff. We, Tab is getting busy. Well, was busy. I am super busy, and we are so lucky that we found an editor, and we're gonna finally be able to start getting stuff out. You can go to the YouTube channel and you can find all of our VODs. You can find the podcast episodes soon. And yeah, we're just going to keep on chugging along. Eventually, I want to get someone on here during the podcast and just talk to them about their paranormal experiences.
Indubitably.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Indubitably.
What do you want to take us into?
Let's talk about the exorcism of the Loch Ness monster, because I do remember that got brought up last stream, and we said we were gonna talk about it. Um,
Okay.
so
Do you want to
here's,
go
oh,
over before we get into that? Do we want to talk about um our takes on the Loch Ness monster as far as like it existing, what we think about
yeah, you can start.
it?
You can start.
Okay. um, I hold on. This thing is stuck on my desk. Okay, sorry, OCD. I think the Loch Ness monster could have existed at one point, but as this is my take on many cryptids, is that we have destroyed so much stuff as human beings that the original lake that Nessie, the Loch Ness monster, was in is there was a guy. Let me pull his name up. Uh there's a guy, Adrian Shine? Shin? Apologies. If I am butchering the name. He was one of the big names in the Loch Ness project and eventually came out and said, "Hey, it's not possible for the Loch Ness monster at least to be alive anymore because the ecosystem is unable to support the amount of fish needed for a creature that large. So that to me means one of two things. One, it's dead, gone, hasta la vista, baby, or it didn't exist in the first place and people were just tripping. I want to lean towards that it just got too big and died.
Okay.
That's what I want to lean towards. But I think that it is gone.
It's gone. Okay. Somebody in chat just said, I think the Loch Ness Monster is a demon from the Goblin universe that is here to cause Scottish people to sin more. Which is actually funny because I just looked up something about the exorcism of the Loch Ness, and we're gonna get into
Oh, please.
how it is apparently a demon. Um,
The Loch Ness
so
Monster is a demon?
yeah, apparently, yeah. But okay,
Okay.
so here's what I think about the Loch Ness monster. Okay,
Hmm.
um, I and all cryptids for that matter. I just think that they could potentially. I also err on the side of maybe they did exist at one point and they could be dead, they could be extinct. But if we expand a little bit further on that, I also think that most of the cryptids are just like species that we've never really had a chance to fully discover. So that's why we think that they're cryptids. Because, like,
Mm.
Bigfoot can be. What if Bigfoot, okay, hear me out, is the. When evolution was happening with the human, okay, imagine there were two paths taken. So some of us evolved to where we are today, and some of us, were so stuck in our ways that we grew tall and hairy and still love to live in caves. There could have been two paths of evolution for humans, and one of them just ended up being Bigfoot.
Hmm.
So that's my thought process with some of these, because there's a lot of different Loch Ness monsters around the world that are kind of not the Loch Ness, but like their version of the Loch Ness. So that could just be the Loch Ness species that we just simply didn't discover. Um,
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that there was probably a point in time, even potentially recently, where a lot of these cryptids were walking around. I also err on the side that some of the stuff that we saw was probably just unexplainable to people 50 years ago, 30 years ago. Like, you have to, well, 30 years ago is almost just 2000, so that's, that's gonna mess me up for a minute. That's crazy. We're in 2026.
mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of like human intervention with the environment has caused probably a lot of these things to the either super duper in hiding, which I don't think most of these beings know what that would even mean or that they need to go into hiding. So I doubt that a little bit more. But a lot of these cryptids, man, like I feel like people are like we've destroyed the environment. Like there's no way that these things, some of them are still out there. Like the Loch Ness monster, the guy who originally was like super into it for like 40, 50 years. His name again was Adrian Shine or Shin. He was just like, yeah, I mean, the lake just isn't big enough. There's not enough fish. And I think that, you know, at some point it probably was enough fish. And at some point that creature probably did exist. Or there was a huge thing in that lake. And I don't doubt that at all. But
What
I think
I'm
the
coming
Bigfoot.
to find out is that maybe Miss Nessie is feeding on people,
Oh,
is what my
yeah, tell me about
research is
that.
kind of leading me to.
Yeah, let's unpack that real quick.
Okay, so the precursor for the exorcism, okay, because that's what I looked up first. There's a story from the 1970s. Um, there was a Dutch monster hunter, uh, Jan Sundberg, and he had claimed that he captured a baby Loch Ness monster, nicknamed Junior, little Nessie Junior.
Nessie Jr.
Mm-hmm. Um, and he used a trap in Loch Ness, Scotland, which checks out. And according to his story, a local Catholic priest performed an exorcism on the creature because it was supposedly possessed. However, there's no credible evidence for the capture happening, and the exorcism appears to be part of Sundberg's publicity stunt. And also, there were no church records or reliable witnesses to confirm it. But it does go a little bit deeper because there is an idea that Nessie is demonic. And that stems from like way back in Saint Columba. Or that was the guy's name actually, Saint Columba. It was in the 6th century, 565 AD. Um, and the first written account connected to Nessie appears in 565 AD in a biography of Columba of Iona, and that was written about a century later than when it took place. But cliff notes of this biography of Saint Columba, this dude encountered a water beast in the River Ness, which feeds into Loch Ness. The creature had reportedly killed a man, so that's where I was getting the maybe Nessie was munching on a few people.
Hmm.
When this water beast approached another swimmer, Columba made the sign of a cross and commanded it to leave. And apparently the beast backed off. So that's why it's potentially thought that Nessie is demonic because Brody backed off when Columba was like, what is it? Left, right? Top, left, right? Top, bottom, left, right? Top, bottom, right, left? I don't know. The Father, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I command you to leave, Miss Nessie. Get out of here. You're killing too many people. And she backed off. And they're like, you know what? Only demons would retreat if somebody was coming about like that. But if we fast forward a little bit to the 20th century, there's some evangelical groups that claimed Nessie was a demon meant to deceive people, and a few fringe ministers suggested it was a fallen angel, Nephilim remnant, or a satanic entity. Um, and this belief, of course, tries like it ties into a tradition where most unexplained creatures are usually interpreted as some sort of, this isn't God's creation, this must be evil. So take that for what it is as well. Um, but it was kind of, it's not a mainstream belief. It's more so only some people believe that. Especially, I don't know where I wear my watch though. I also don't
So
know where my wallet and my watch are actually on the same side.
there's so for a little bit of context, let me pull this over here. So the Loch Ness monster is from Scotland, near Iverness, Scotland. And I'm right now looking at uh hotels by there because I'm interested in going to see this area. And there's a a place called Loch Ness. And it takes the name from the river Ness, which
Mm-hmm.
that makes plenty of sense to me. But loch is Scottish Gaelic for the word lake or sea inlet. And I never really thought about the logistics of how, because when you think Bigfoot, you're like big ass dude Harry. But when you hear Loch Ness monster, unless you speak Scottish Gaelic, you're probably not like, well, I guess, you know what? I might just be stupid. The more I think about Loch Ness, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like sea monster. Yeah, I get it. Never mind. Forget about what I'm saying.
I just found a BBC archive video of the exorcism.
Oh,
So I guess it actually
Grip, grip.
grip. My bad. I'm so sorry. Let me mute that. I'm so sorry that was an ad. No. Give me a second and I'll put the video up.
while you do that, Yumi, we got this. Welcome on in.
How
Thank you
do
for
you...
stopping by.
Okay.
We're currently talking about the Loch Ness monster.
So this is full screened now, and we're going over to this. Okay. Um, okay. That did not work. Give me a singular second. Turn that on. Beautiful. Alright. Here we are. This is 7 minutes long. I don't think we're gonna watch all of it. But apparently this guy exercised the Loch Ness Monster. Let me turn
Oh,
it up just a little bit.
Devil worship and nefarious magic cease.
It's a strange mission indeed that's brought the Reverend Donald Omond on a 700-mile journey from his West Country home to the shores of Loch Ness. For Dr. Omond, just retired as vicar of Chirrick in Dorset, has an appointment with the monster. It's a coming together the 71-year-old doctor of philosophy doesn't expect Nessie to particularly enjoy. Because Dr. Omond is here to get the monster to change its ways. Many men would shrink
This
from
feels
such an
like a
assignment.
meme.
After all, monsters might be expected to give short shrift
This
to elderly
is
vicars who come along
Crazy.
interfering
They
in
got
their
them all
business.
dressed up and everything.
However, Dr. Omond, his canonicals fanned by the breeze, seems to have no qualms as he heads for the center of the loch. It's there
The
he will
loch.
perform the ceremony, which, he confidently expects,
Dr. Omen,
will mark
man.
the end of 1,000,000 years of monstrous behavior.
I adjure thee, thou ancient serpent, by the judge of quick and dead, by him who made thee in the world, that thou cloak thyself no more in manifestations of prehistoric demons.
The vicar's theory is that the Loch Ness Monster is not a prehistoric beast that somehow slipped through the evolutionary net and lived on in the vast depths
So
of
maybe
the
this
loch.
is what took Nessie
He
out.
maintains that Nessie is an apparition, a spirit, and an evil one at that. So much so that it's having a bad effect on the locals, driving them to drink, foul tempers, and black magic.
Begone,
Whoa,
thou hideous
not the
demon,
black magic.
unto thine appointed place,
You're throwing
and
holy water
return no
into
more
the
to plague
lake.
the servants of Almighty
Okay,
God.
alright, yeah.
So, in a ceremony he has performed many times in other haunted spots, Dr. Omond is exorcising Loch Ness of the evil spirit of the monster.
This can't
After
be
it's
real.
all over, the tourists take a trip round the loch,
Dump the rest of the bottle
unaware of
into
the
the
weight
lake,
of
guys.
evil that's been lifted from the vicinity. Meanwhile, it's feet back on the ground for the vicar.
I kind of do actually want to watch this whole video.
What is this a spirit of? Did it ever have a material being, the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, that is really difficult to answer. I think it had. I think it is something that hundreds or thousands
Dude,
or even
that
millions of years ago
Hair
was
coming
in
out
this
of his
place.
nose?
I
Yeah,
think
he's
it was
old.
possibly what we knew in the old days
Damn.
as the dragon. The dragon, which really, of course, is the devil. It means that, the evil.
So
You may
Loch
not know
Ness
that in
is the
Sweden, in the
devil.
north of Sweden, there's a lake that's just as famous as Loch Ness for its lobster. I've been there, and I've also seen it in a fjord in the north of Norway. And in both these places, I have found that it has an injurious effect upon people. People who see it, people who live near it, people particularly who go searching up for it.
What sort of vices does the monster lead people into?
Well, vices, I would say more failings. I've known one very bad case of drugs, going to drugs. I've known numerous
Not the
cases of
drugs.
alcoholism.
Oh god, alcohol.
I have known marriages broken. in the most
Nessie was causing
unexpected ways,
divorces.
Marriages that had stood the test of time, that broke after this.
Broken
And-
by the monster.
Well, what I say is,
It the devil.
it seems
Yeah, that's a water boy
terrific
moment.
coincidence that all these things should have happened to people who had been closely associated with them, with a spectre, a monster, or whatever we like to call it.
Oh, we're about to have
Among
some
villagers
witness
in
accounts.
nearby Drumnadrochid, the theory that the monster might do them a mischief finds few supporters.
Do them a mischief.
Have you any thoughts that the
I love
monster
British
might be an
people.
evil spirit?
English people. So
No, not at all. It's the kindest, sweetest thing, if it does exist.
You don't know anybody locally who's gone under the weather because of the evil spirits of the monster?
No, I think they're under the weather when they see the monster.
There's an English vicar been up today, and he's exorcised the monster because he thinks it's having a very evil effect on some of the local community, driving them to drink.
It doesn't need a monster to do that.
that would be me, bro.
How will you be keeping tabs, if you like, on the Loch Ness monster? to
Yeah,
make
that guy's
sure that your
reacting the same
exorcism
way
has
I'd
been,
react.
effective?
were one person who wrote to me on this subject and knows certain cases that I do not know, will notify me in a year's time whether there is any difference or not. If there is no difference, I shall confess I've failed. That'll be that.
And your success here will give you heart to continue exercising locks throughout the world.
Yes, assuming that it is success. I believe it is, because I have I think through my Highland mother, I have a certain amount of what they call fairness, and I get a sense of things. And when I performed the exorcism here, I had that feeling of weakness, which almost invariably goes with success in exorcism.
Can you pause this real quick?
That was pretty much the end of it.
I can't believe that we just
Alright.
watched a guy do an exorcism and he threw holy water
Into
the lake
fucking lake.
by the handful and thought that that would work? There's no way.
I mean, have we checked up on the town since that happened in 1973?
I mean, we have to go.
Are you guys still suffering from alcoholism? Are you
Yeah, do you
guys
guys party a little too hard?
Are you guys still suffering from the temptation of drugs after the exorcism of 1973? Have you guys seen the Loch Ness since 73? She's still around? That's crazy. I love that though. He said there was something similar in Sweden. Okay, hold on. Reverend Donald Omond. Reverend Donald Omond. Can I see his resume? He is deceased. Rest in peace. Alright, let me see what this guy has been up to. What has he done in his lifetime? Because he said he exercised something else up in Sweden. And I have to know maybe what that was. What else has Reverend Donald Omond exercised? Okay. I found a few links. So he was an actual exorcist. He exorcised people as well. He also exercises car crash black spots. He's a professional in exercising what he likes to call sea madness, which is, you know, the people in the... Not the people. The monsters in the water. Of course he did the Loch Ness Monster. Apparently he tried to exercise the Bermuda Triangle.
What?
Okay. Okay. Like, very, very interesting. I don't know if you can exercise the Bermuda Triangle. is kind of where I'm stumped. The
Yeah, I don't.
exorcism of the Bermuda Triangle. Let me
I
see if
wonder
there's
if it's just
anything
him
on
throwing more holy water into the
here.
sea.
I mean, wouldn't he have gotten lost? Like,
I think, bro, he's already lost. He's he's throwing fucking holy water into lakes. I mean, okay, I, there is probably some truth to the holy water. I don't doubt that.
why
I
didn't
don't think you're doing anything by throwing two handfuls into the fucking lake and then pouring the rest of the bottle in there. There's just no way. There's no fat chance that it is doing anything
okay,
unless you throw it onto something.
here's what I'm thinking, okay? Don't to make holy water, right? It's just water blessed by a priest. I
Yeah, it's
could be
water
wrong.
blessed by a
I
priest.
could be wrong. Why didn't bro just bless the whole lake and turn the whole lake into holy water? Is like my like
That's a great fucking question.
cuz they give
That is a great
baptisms.
question.
They give baptisms in lakes
You're
and
so
like
right.
rivers and shit. And so they have to bless that water and you dunk you in there and boom, you're
Oh
baptized. So why didn't he
my
baptize
god.
the whole lake?
You're actually so right. This guy has to be a fraud. This had to have been.
I
You're
mean,
so
he
right.
has a good repertoire. I'd trust him. I mean,
But why did he do that?
I don't know.
Why didn't he just say, "I bless this whole lake. Bye bye
I,
Nessie." Like that's crazy.
I'm
That
fucking.
you're so right though.
Let me see if I can
Welcome
find more
in,
about this guy.
Jay Hartman and Sarah, the Pumpkin Queen. Welcome in.
Yeah, what up, guys?
Oh, if you are still here, you saw the Facebook story. I posted on Facebook and Instagram for people to come tell their paranormal stories. If you guys have stories, you can uh, obviously you can put them in chat if you want to. We also have a story submission thing in our about us section in our Discord and on our YouTube panels. They're called panels. LOL. Uh, but
Oh my god, he exercised lions at a circus. He was a chaplain at a traveling circus, and
no
he
way.
reportedly performed an impromptu exorcism on lions that had been driven violent. After what was believed to be a possessed strongman. God, this guy, dude. I
His name
mean,
is Reverend Dr. Donald Amond. Is that right?
yes. I like this guy. He's kind of cool in my book. Unless he's not, but I kind of mess with these. I kind of mess with what he was trying to do. That's cool. I mean, hey. Sweden. I found the Sweden thing. Okay, so he reportedly performed a similar ceremony at the Swedish lake. Lake. No, guys, I don't know. I don't know Sweden like that. All right. Lake Storgen. Storgen. Let me hold on. How do Swedish people talk? Hello. And that's German. Storchen. Okay, let's go Storchen. Storchen. I feel like that is Swedish. That could be Swedish. Sorry, Swedish people. Love you guys all the same. But yes, Lake Storchen, he performed an exorcism there on a local monster that had been sighted repeatedly, believed by some to carry a cursed like aura. Oh, the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. One of his most ambitious and widely reported efforts, Oman traveled to the Caribbean coast and performed what has to be described as a 3-point exorcism at Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, which were the triangle's traditional vertices, in attempt to dispel the mysterious and dangerous reputation of the Bermuda Triangle. Boom, boom, boom. And I saw somebody in chat had said that apparently he claimed that he could have saved us from World War II if he would have just been able to exercise Hitler, which that is an insane pull.
Uh, I found a 1962 video of him hugging a chimpanzee at a circus.
So he did exercise lions. That checks out.
Yeah, he's at a. So there's a. So I guess there's a book called The Goblin Universe by Ted Holiday. I think Bone Dragon
I
brought
had
this
said
up
something
earlier.
like that, yeah.
And Dr. Donald Omond performed the exorcism of Loch Ness and also was exercising lions and stuff at a circus wedding. And Omond in the video is literally just hugging a chimpanzee.
This guy's got goals. I kind of mess with this guy.
I think we have to do a lot of research on Dr. Omond because this is crazy.
I mess with this guy. He was out there doing the damn thing, and honestly,
I think we
man.
have to go to. We simply have to go to Scotland.
I wish he was still alive. I want to meet this guy. I gotta shake his hand or something.
Also, wait, he had something to do with vampires? Hold on.
Yeah, I saw that. I just I skipped over that part because I was like, "What, bro?" This guy, he was
Before
what a
being
guy.
ordained, Omond was instructed by his father to obtain a normal job, and he got one as a journalist. And eventually, this culminated in Omond interviewing Adolf Hitler not once, but 3 times. In a
He interviewed
fascinating
him.
recounting of his interactions over time with Hitler, Omond remarked that he did not initially perceive the Fuhrer as possessed by demons. He said his impression was that Hitler was actually dreadfully unhappy, lonely, and strangely empty, almost as though part of his personality was missing. He even called Hitler pathetic.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, so he exercised lions. Uh, the black beast at the beach, it turns out, uh, he interacted with one of the people that wrote Dracula, I guess. No, no, no. He read the book at age 14 and was shocked.
Bram Stoker.
Yeah. Yeah, so he went to the shores where Dracula is said to have roamed around. And in the 50s, he received a letter from someone who had witnessed a spectral black dog at Kettleness, and Omond knew that he had to take action and try and rid the place of evil, banishing bloodsuckers, exercising highways, the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, this guy's repertoire is nuts.
I think next episode we should talk about vampires.
I agree. Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
Reverend Dr. Donald
Write that
Omond.
down. Write that down.
I can't believe it.
He's kind of cool. I'll be real. Would have loved to meet the guy. I wonder what he
Yeah.
would have said about me. Am I possessed?
I don't know. We should go get checked out and see if we're possessed. Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
I mean, I don't know how well we can
Can
get
you
in with a Catholic
figure
priest.
out if you are
Wiki how? Wait. Wiki how? Wait. Wiki how to know if you are possessed.
I'm sure we could find a Catholic priest. Catholic priest near me. Uh,
And see, I don't have an aversion to sacred objects. Like if I saw a cross or like, Jesus, I feel like I'm fine.
to find a Catholic priest for assistance with suspected demonic possession or oppression near you, contact your local Catholic parish to arrange a meeting with a priest or deacon.
Okay. You
I
said
could just
a
contact them.
Catholic, a Catholic, a parish
Mm-hmm.
near me. Okay. I have quite a few. I have one right down the
Yeah, I got a
street.
couple.
I wonder if they can feel my possession from here.
Yeah, maybe that's why they had to set the church up.
I moved in and they're like, nah, we gotta open these doors immediately.
Oh, brother.
Oh my gosh. There's a. Mm. Do any of the Catholic churches near me do exorcisms?
That's probably, I mean, they probably all do. If you ask them,
I feel like there's some Catholic churches that are like, no, we don't do that.
they want to protect the world of evil.
Do all Catholic churches do exorcisms?
I mean, I don't think that they all do them, but I'm sure that they have the ability to. If you were like, I think I or someone I know is possessed, I don't think they'd be like, sorry, tough luck.
I mean, they might. I wonder if the church that I can just walk down the street to, if I go in and I'm like, I need somebody from the Vatican ASAP, do you think they would have
No,
access to like getting somebody?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I'm also under the impression that they have to be trained to do that.
Okay, so I have to walk into the Catholic church and be like, "Hey, you guys do exorcism training here?" And if they say
Hey,
if they say no, then I go to the next Catholic church and be like, "Hey,
bro,
you guys train to do
hey,
exorcisms
I
here?"
it says on Google that I should come to you guys if I need an exorcism.
I
Which
just
of
wanted to be
you
checked out.
normally do that?
Hey, who's
Yeah,
the
can you check me for
priest?
spots?
Who's the priest? I came for my annually checkup to check and see if I'm possessed. It's like going to the doctor.
What if you could choose one cryptid to 100% be real and interact with, which one would it be?
I almost said like s- something out of pocket.
We can take a
Um,
certification. It only takes 2 weeks. Tab.
Midnight Oil became Exorcist.
Dude, low key, I think it would be cool to become a certified like
I'm already
exorcist.
ordained. I'm
You're
I'm
ordained?
a
Well,
reverend.
that's that's insane.
Oh, y-
Oh,
fair. I was kind of hoping. I mean, I'm sure I could find a certification course online to
yeah,
become an
I'm sure we
exorcist.
could get certified. Tab's already a reverend,
I'm a reverend. I just need the
so
exorcism certification and I'm good to go. Like that's how I'll job hunt. I will go get my exorcism certification on some random website. I'll walk into a Catholic church and I'll be like, "Hey, you guys got like who's the resident exorcist? Are you looking for one? I'm your guy. I'm your guy. You want to hire me? I'll be, the exorcist." That's like, have you guys seen the show Evil? It's such a good
I don't
show.
think I've seen it.
It's about this psychologist and this Catholic priest and this like tech guy. They have a little business and they go around and do assess places for exorcisms and assess people and they have a run in with the devil. It's a pretty good show. I'm sad it was canceled, discontinued. It was a good show. I messed with that show. Back to your question though on if there was a cryptid that I wish was real. I do think I do think Mothman would probably be my top pick.
Mothman?
I think so, yeah.
I think Mothman's up there for me.
Let me look at a list of cryptids. Maybe there's more.
There's definitely more.
Well, maybe there's more that I would, rather
Oh,
be
yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, that one just looks like a penguin. The Loveland frog. Apparently,
I'd go
it's a human and a humanoid frog that just walks on his legs. He looks pretty cool.
Magic Frog, man.
A mermaid would be really cool. I feel like that'd be sick.
I this this would be crazy, but I would love to meet Bigfoot, I think. I think he would beat the shit out of me, but I would love to like see Bigfoot.
Okay. Oh, nah, Goatman. I think Goatman would be really cool.
You're gonna like eat your heart.
No, not if I'm like nice. I feel like I could talk to any cryptid. You know what I mean?
I think they
Just be
would not
polite.
understand you.
I'd just be polite. I'd learn their language. What is the language? Goat. Bah.
What if that just means like I'm gonna like eat your family or something though?
Oh, well, I mean, goat man, right? And then I'd be like, oh, sorry, man. I meant, bah. It's like Morse code. Bah,
I want
bah, bah.
this. I want. Okay, not a cryptid, but I would love to know who the Zodiac killer is.
Didn't they just figure it out? Like, didn't they just solve it?
Oh, is that true?
Or was that somebody else? Was that Jack the Ripper?
Jack the Ripper is
They
old,
they
bro.
solved one of them. Lee Allen.
For the Zodiac killer,
Yep.
I'm seeing that it's unidentified still.
Well, people still don't believe
Lee
that it was Lee Allen, but Arthur Lee Allen?
Lee Allen, the American saxophone player.
I don't think so. Was it Jack the Ripper that was
Arthur.
just solved? There was one like super old one that was just solved.
Jack the Ripper, the serial killer. That's from like the 1800s. I don't even know how they'd figure that out anymore.
Aaron Kosminski was Jack the Ripper. Obviously, these are all alleged. Yeah, after 137 years, Jack the Ripper's true identity has finally been found. That was posted 3 months ago. And it's not who you think. Womp womp womp. Let me go on MSN. The main suspect was Aaron Kosminski. Blah 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 blah. Found the DNA analysis from a silk shawl reportedly found beside the body of Catherine Eddowes, one of Jack the Ripper's victims. It was a genetic match with Kosminski's descendants, suggesting that he was linked.
I don't know if I care about that.
Aaron Kosminski.
I don't think that sways me.
Doesn't sway you at all.
I don't think so. Well, okay, maybe a little bit, but you have to think back in the 1800s. Like what year? 1880. There were not that many people. Okay, there's still a lot of people, but okay, it sways me a little bit more. There were only 1.4 billion people in the 1800s, which I say only, that's still a ridiculously large number, but you have a much higher chance of being related to somebody then.
I could potentially be convinced that it was Aaron Kosminski. So, okay. From what I've just scanned of this article, he was originally suspected, but they had absolutely no proof because they didn't have the technology back then. But he was a Polish barber, and he was a suspect of at the time. In October last year, which I don't know. Oh, okay, so this was posted 2 months ago, this article. So, in October last year, the Daily Mail revealed that Mr. Edwards had uncovered new evidence of Kosminski's links to the highly secretive Freemasons, which may have motivated his sadistic killings and shielded him from the law enforcement, ensuring he was locked away in an asylum where he eventually died. They finally, I guess, Oh, okay. So, to uncover the killer's identity, Kosminski's oldest brother's great-great-granddaughter, because, I mean, obviously, Kosminski's long gone, actually helped the investigator that decided to, give another shot with what the technology that we have today. So she provided a DNA sample that was able to be matched with that of the shawl. Which means if her DNA matched, then the killer must have been somebody within her family, and the person that was in her family that was alive and in the area back in the day was none other than Aaron Kosminski. So they solved it. Jack the Ripper has been solved. Which is interesting that he was a barber because, like, Wasn't Sweeney Todd already based on that? Like Jack the Ripper, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah, I think so.
Very
The
interesting.
demon Baba.
Let me see if it actually was.
5.
Oh. Okay, so Sweeney Todd actually goes like way, way, way back.
Way, way back?
Way, way, way back to like 1846, 1847.
Whoa.
When was Jack the Ripper doing his rippings?
1880 something, maybe?
He was inspired by Sweeney Todd. Whoa. Whoa.
How do we know that?
I mean, he became a barber, and then he became a barber that killed people.
Yeah, but they never had a conversation with him, I don't think. Like, how do they
Sweeney
know?
Todd was a book. Sweeney Todd first appeared in, I think it was called String of Pearls.
So you think that Jack the Ripper read that book and was like,
I could do this.
this could be me?
Yeah, this could be me. What was that song? That's a song. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? new theory. I think Jack the Ripper read that book and was like, oh, absolutely, I could be Sweeney Todd. And he just decided to go for it and do his rippings. I believe I am now officially a conspiracy theorist.
Been there, man. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, definitely one of those guys. I've always been so interested in serial killers. Like, they're insane people.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could kill a single human being and then be like, let me do it again. Like, I can't
Yeah.
even imagine myself killing one person, let alone being like,
Multiple.
yeah,
Yeah.
multiple. Like,
Do you think they're
10.
possessed? Maybe some of them.
They act like it. Have you seen some of the serial killer interviews? They're a little creepy.
No.
And not just because that's the type of person they are. Like, they just seem so lifeless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that what? I don't know the word. Psychopathy. Is that a word? When someone is a psychopath.
I think that sounds right.
I don't know. Beats me.
King Hot Dog Pig is asking for our best Sea of Thieves stories.
I've
Best
only
Sea of
played
Thieves
that
story.
game like maybe twice. Maybe 3 times.
I got one.
Okay.
This would have been when the game was pretty new still. But I played with a couple buddies, and I actually don't know how new the game was. It was new to us, like 4 or 5 years ago. 6 years ago. Oh my god, no. Yeah, like 2019, something like that. Anyway, I remember getting into a fight with a bunch of pirates, and there's a guy just hiding on the boat, and he was laying down, and he killed all of us as soon as we got done with our little quest that we did, and we had like 20 something chests, and this guy just was laying on our boat, and we didn't see him, and he sunk our boat and took all of our stuff, and it was really sad.
I
I
don't
haven't
think
played Sea of
I
Thieves
ever got
in a
far
long
in
time.
Sea of Thieves. I didn't really get the concept of the game. And I would stand on like so there's like the front of the ship, and then there's the little wooden stick that goes out, the point of the stick. I would stand on that like wooden part and play the little guitar the whole time, and I would just fuck around.
Yeah, fair.
This shit is goofy. Best Phasmophobia
Yeah.
stories. I have one that I can tell about Keeg. The first time we ever played,
Oh
um,
shit.
Keeg, I don't think took a flashlight at all,
I didn't take anything, I don't
and
think.
ran into the basement, didn't turn the light on, and so it was completely dark. And all I hear as I'm like walking through the house trying to figure out what the ghost is was, "I can't see down here. Demons, are you out here? Ghosts, are you here?" And like you hear that in the distance from the basement as you're walking past the door. And I turn on the light and I walk down there. I'm like, "What are you doing?" That shit was goofy.
I ended up dying.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you came down and I was just laying there lifelessly and I didn't know that I died, I guess. Well, there was a jump scare.
Yeah.
I think I got like possessed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came down the stairs and I was just looking at you. I was like, I died. I'm dead.
And obviously I couldn't hear
And you didn't
you.
say anything. Yeah, you didn't say anything back. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely dead. And then found out that you can pick up like little objects. That was so funny.
That game is so
Yeah.
fun. I haven't
Oh,
played since the new horror update, I don't think. They did a big update
I wish I could
recently.
wipe your brain so you could play it for the first time again.
Yeah.
Because when I play that game, it's essentially me playing for the first time every time. I still don't know what's going on. It's quite fun.
The new map is really cool. You can throw the eggs and crack them. Ghosts can throw the eggs as well. It's kind of fun.
uh,
I don't really
yeah,
have
I mean,
anything else to talk about, though. I'll be honest with
yeah,
you.
not today. I'm trying to think. I don't want to cut it too short, but I think, I think everything that we talked about was solid.
Yeah.
It feels good. Um, do any of you, before we decide to pull the pin too quick, have any stories that you would like? Hold on, let me just do what I'm saying because I'm gonna. If you have any stories, I'm not saying to tell them now. That's not what I'm saying. Uh, you could give us your stories. We have panels down below, and you can find them anywhere you can find the podcast, and you can submit them, and we will read them next Sunday. I want to do a themed episode for St. Patrick's Day at least.
Okay.
So
That's a
it's
few
very,
episodes away, I fear.
yes, it is. I will not be dressing up as former President Barack Obama. I am deciding against that. And but I would like to do some themed episodes
When the
as
fuck is
holidays
St.
come up.
Patrick's Day? I don't even see it on my calendar anymore. I
We
did.
want all stories. We want all stories.
St. Patrick's Day suddenly does not exist.
Well, I guess I don't get to drink on St. Patrick's Day. It's gone.
Oh, it's on the 17th. My bad.
Of March.
Mm-hmm. It's a Tuesday. A Tuesday.
Day, isn't it?
It's a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right.
Tuesday.
You want to take us out? I think.
You introed.
Okay, I'll take us out.
Cool.
Guys, thank you for stopping by. This was another episode of Midnight Oil, number 7. Can't believe it. Of season 2, which I don't know if I'm going to keep bringing up that season 2. It's so completely night and day different. But thank you guys for stopping by. If you have stories, like I said earlier, you can always submit them through the links wherever you're listening. We are live every Sunday at 11 p.m. EST, unless we are asleep, and then we are a few minutes late. You can follow us on Instagram at Midnight Oil Entertainment is the podcast. You can follow Tab basically on everything at Tab WTF. You can find me at the Keeg with 3 underscores in between. I think that's it. I think that's wraps. We did a good job today.
Slay. Thank you guys for coming out.
We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Good night.
Nighties.